On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Aubie.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sail.
On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Aubie on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Tennessee's head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, the coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Guys, back to you.
Aubie, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking for room. It's Bishop. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The Vols will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quick give. It's Cobb. Makes him talk to the hand.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a 1st down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Rides the option. He keeps it. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That defense. Play responsibility football, and you could tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Gets a hand in there.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The option, the keeper. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
In this offense, they like their quarterback running these QB-designed runs that you saw right there. But the defense, they're going to light up every time they see him tote the rock. They know they've got an opportunity to lay a hit on him and create a takeaway like they did right there.
Now this offense is back on the field. On the draw, it's Bishop. He's past the marker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Grab behind the line. It's Staley. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right side, it's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Still looking. Unleashes one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
No panic and hesitation by the defense on that play. First off, nice job getting some pressure, flushing the quarterback out to his left, and even a better job in the back end covering after that scramble play.
Long way to go on second down. Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Out wide, it's Matthews. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Pushes toward the goal line. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown ball! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From deep, it's Kane. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Here's a give to Washington. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. So here is the Tennessee offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Rides to the back. Runs through the tackle. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry up. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bishop. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Bishop. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Pulls it, looking for a crease. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. There he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, the inside to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's changing the play. Takes the handoff. It's Morris. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete out of the backfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Return. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Going for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, it's Bishop. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Vols in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Making the adjustment. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Right side, it's Bishop. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And, man, it's nice to have a running back that you can do that. 3rd and inches, you're thinking run as it is, but you're not getting to the running back that way. He sneaks out of the backfield, throw him the football. He does the rest, picks up the big first down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Left side is Matthews. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Matthews. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Unloads it left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that's just the little nuances of playing quarterback. When to use a little bit of touch, when to rifle it in there. He tries to rifle it in there and just doesn't match up the timing with the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he
he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Right side, it's Cobb. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Brown wants to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback, getting in a predictable 3rd and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught. Smashes it with the stiff arm. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Deep in the end zone, it's Beal. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. We're just about ready to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Kane. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Defense in press coverage. Hits inside. It's Cobb. Swapped immediately.
Well, The defense was trailing going into halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
3rd and long right here. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Out wide left, it's Singleton. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Quick catch. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. Got the first down. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
2nd and long here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On the run, deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Got to make the play on 4th. Keeping his eyes downfield. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything.
He's loose. Past the 20, the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Out wide right, it's Johnson. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They get to him as he throws. Left side is Kane. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Looking long. Got it down the field. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Volunteer! Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Here's a give to Washington. Inside the 25. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Lining up for the PAT. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good.
Number 38, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. And he avoids the sack.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Brings it in down the left side. Off and running. The 20. Touchdown ball. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keeps it on first down. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He
runs through a man, and he might have space. The 20. Busts through behind his pad. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Tennessee, 31.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going downfield for the big play. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Brown wants to pass. Right side, it's Cobb. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Rolls right. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
Brown will throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Extending the play. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide right, it's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Now on the move. Powers through the defender. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. This quarterback part of their running game. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Oh, a double pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. Excellent discipline by this defense. They keep everything in front of him, and they make the big 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He breaks a tackle. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to...
Snags it, and he's open. He got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep